Well, good evening, everybody. Hope you're well and dandy on this Thursday evening. Welcome to the live stream. We've got about an hour of answering you and your questions, and we've also got a prize giveaway for the Catch More Carp subscribers tonight. So we shall be giving away some prizes over in the closed Facebook group a little bit later, guys. If you've turned up for this first Thursday of every month, we always give away prizes to either our monthly or annual subscribers. If you're tuning in on Facebook or Catch More Carp, YouTube on the Catch More Carp Facebook, or even the Leon Bartropp Angler Facebook account, welcome. Good to have you here, guys. What normally happens is first half an hour, 40 minutes, we cover all your questions and answers and all that type of thing. And then what we do is after about 30 minutes, we go over to the closed Facebook group to continue live just for the Catch More Carp subscribers. So welcome, guys. Hope everyone's well. And what a change in the weather. At last, we've had a great change in the weather. It's been brilliant, hasn't it? It actually feels a little bit warmer, a little bit sunnier. I was out at a client, at a meeting today, and it was 19.5 degrees in the van. So I thought, oh, that's lovely. This weekend's going to be a good weekend for a few fish coming out. Nice moon phase as well. So it's going to be, I think, yeah, it's going to be good for those that are out. Unfortunately, I'm not out myself. I'm going to be working and doing family stuff, which I love to do anyway. But, yeah, good to see you guys. It's Thursday night, and welcome to the live stream. Get your questions ready. If you've got any questions or queries to do with carp fishing, do with spring fishing, bait, tackle, anything at all, then please put them down below in the comments. Put down any of your questions, carp questions, queries, anything to do with carp fishing or not, whatever it may be, and we'll try and answer them for you. We'll try and help you, or I'll try and help you, and so will the community. This live is all about the community. It's not about me, it's about us. About, you know, there'll be guys, all different abilities out there watching in, and don't be afraid to ask questions. There are no silly questions here. We don't stand for that. People saying, oh, look, he's a noddy. It doesn't exist. We're just all carp anglers, all human beings. If you've got a question you want to ask, please feel free to ask it. So let's go through some of the people here. So you go. Good evening, Anthony. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Good to see you. And John Adams. Good to see you, mate. Facebook user as well. Good to see you. Evening, Dave. Good to see you, mate. He's one of our regulars. Dave, he's a Catch More Carp subscriber. And Simon is as well. Good evening, all. Just had 3 small ones last. And 5 bloody great bream. Bloody hell. 5 bream. That's horrible, isn't it? I hate having bream or tench. But then again, if you have a tench, sometimes it's an indication that your rigs are working well. It can be pretty difficult to catch. I mean, I fish a water that's, you know, apparently got hardly any bream in it on the Woolpack. And you see them all the time, swimming around, going through the gaps and underneath the water and fizzing up and flopping over and all that. But they very, very rarely come out. So if you're catching them, you're doing something a little bit different to the norm, aren't you? And I always think people moan about catching tench, and I'm like, no, your rigs are working out they should be, because they're quite finicky feeders. They're quite difficult to catch, I've found anyway. I'm sure some of you are telling me, bloody, I've caught millions of them over the last couple of years on my lake. But yeah, that's just, I use quite big stiff hook links on that, big hooks. And not so much sort of ground bait and sweet corn, things like that. I don't get to catch them. So, guys, yes, if you've got any good alternatives to catching tench, that might be a question to ask this week, mightn't it? What do you do to stop catching tench? Do you use 2 18 millers? Do you use big hooks like I do? Big rigs, big stiff rigs type of thing? I've heard of one where if you put a bit of salt into your mix or on your spot, it deters the tench. Don't really know how that one is, how true that one is. But yeah, if you've come across any ways, I'm sure myself and the community would be more than happy to take them on board. What do you do to avoid the bream, avoid the tench? So yeah, get those sort of things we want to hear about this Thursday. So yeah, hi Simon, hope you're okay, mate. Chris Hanford, good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Facebook user, even everyone, hope you're all well. I'm very well, thank you. Very well indeed. Facebook user Evelyn, nice fish on the videos. Yeah, lovely. Thank you very much for your feedback on the videos. Did you like the video, the zig tips? I think I did 3 or 4 zig tips. Tips that you normally wouldn't find. The ones that sort of I do myself, and I don't even think twice about. That was our latest video on the website, catchmorecarp.co.uk. Did you like it, guys? Use the subscribers out there. Did you like it? Did you take something from it? Was the tips there like, oh, blimey, I didn't know you could do it. I've had a few messages saying that, oh, I didn't know to do this or to do that, or, oh, I didn't even think about that, actually. Good idea. And they've tried it. So, yeah, let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you like the zig video, the tips video on the latest one. Evening, John. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Hey, look, it's Steve again. He was in last week and the week before. Steve Godsill. Hi from Reno, Nevada, USA. Great show. Thanks for all the great info. No, that's what we do. We give out loads of info. You've got to give something back in this world, haven't you? So, yeah, good to see you, Steve. Thanks for being here, mate. Here we go. Evening, mate. Finally sat watching from the comfort of my gym. Hope you're good, and I'm looking forward to my match on Sandhurst in August. Any tips would be appreciated. Cheers, mate. Andy Owen. Good to see you, mate. Andy, good that you could come in, mate. Now, Sandhurst, brilliant lake. Now, as you know, the 9th and the 11th of July, we have a social on there. More or less all the places are sold out. I think we might have one place left. If you're interested, DM me. But we have got a Catch More Carp sort of social on there. It's me and Jamie Bellhouse from Nash Consultant. We got hog roast on the Monday night as well. Fish would have spawned, be up for a munch. Weather should be good. You got myself and Jamie going around helping you guys. If you want any help, it's more of a social really. A few drinks, nice food. Hog roast is absolutely spot on. There'll be people with their families there and everything else. So yes, looking forward to that. But Sandhurst, it's probably my favourite day ticket lake of all time. I've had some I only fish it now really in the winter because it's less busy. I mean, because it's so good, it gets very, very busy. And you can't get spaces on there. That's why we've had to book it out for 2 days, Sunday to Tuesday for the social. We have got another date next year, which is going to be a weekend, which obviously I won't let you know till next year on that one. But yeah, I've always found I've done well on there. If you want some tips about sand, they take anything. Basically, they like all pop-ups, all bottom baits, anything like that. I've always done well on little 10mm, 12mm pop-ups, little Northern Special ones, heavily glugged up on a little 360 rig. But I've caught them on hinges. I know Nigel Sharp caught them on yellow hinges over there with yellow pineapple pop-ups. You know, you can use anything over there. Bottom baits, wafters, little stiff rigs, anything like that. They love it. They're hungry fish over there, or can be. Sometimes it seems like there's nothing in there. But if you've ever seen the drone footage on my Instagram page, you'll see there's like a good cut of under 300 fish in there. And they're just moving about all the time, and you see them and that. They're just wised up to anglers, hooks, baits, rigs, everything like that. But I've always done well. Minimal baiting, not loads. Fish for a bite. PVA bags do well over there. Pellet and chop boilies. Boilie crumb does very well. I use that a lot when I go over there. And little fluoros, little match to hatch pop-ups or bottom baits over the top in the deeper, siltier areas. So have a look on the Sandhurst map. I get loads of messages from people. Oh, can you give me some tips on Sandhurst? I'm going next week. First thing I always say, go and have a look at the Sandhurst map on the Sandhurst website. It gives you a full comprehensive map of depths and contours and everything like that. I always try and fish a swim that has access to that deeper channel that goes through the middle, or one of the deeper holes in some of the other swims. Always done well there. Another swim I like is swim 6. Doesn't get fished very much. 10 reps straight out. It's a lovely, hard, clear area there. Even when it's weedy, it's clear. Always done well there in the summer months. But yeah, it's a great place, and you'll really enjoy it, Andy. Facebook user, even everyone, missed a few weeks back, but I'm back. Hope you're all well, very well, thank you. There's Jamie. Evening all, I'm out on the bank at West Stowe for 2 nights, brilliant, and it's looking good for a bite. Weather conditions look really good, especially with that new moon or full moon coming in. Winds changing at night, my favourite too, fingers crossed. Yeah, pressure's dropping, and also the bit of rain and overcast looks good. Actually, should we go and have a look? Let me just no, I don't want that. Let's just go and have a look. Let's go and have a look at the weather. Let's go have a look at the weather, guys. The BBC weather. BBC. Let's go and have a little gander of the BBC weather. Let's have a look over there. Okay, right, let's go over. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. There she is. There's the weather. Okay. Let's have a look what I'm talking about. So let's take Cambridgeshire, for instance. I'll tell you what we'll do. Now we're talking about Sandhurst. Let's go Sandhurst. Sandhurst, what's it going to be? Let's have a look. Okay, so Sandhurst weather. 11 degrees low tonight. That's what I'm liking at the moment about this weather, is you know you're on a good thing when the nighttime temperatures are still sort of like high singles, low double figures. So they start getting past these double figures like they are now, all bets are off. Then fish are coming out all over the place. Look, 11 o'clock, 13 degrees tonight at 11 o'clock, 12 degrees. This weekend's going to be good. Let's have what is the pressure doing? Pressure 1013, nice good lowish pressure. Friday for the weekend, look at this, southwesterlies, light rain, overcast, 15 degrees. Even at night, it actually gets warmer in the evening. Saturday, southeasterly, southerly, not too strong winds, just not, I don't like too strong winds. Raining, overcast, moderate. The pressure's pretty standard over the 3 days, 1013. 1013, yeah, I mean, it's really warm. I mean, these fish coming out. Even Sunday, 17 degrees, cloudy. 1007. Pressure's putting up 3 or 4 millibars more. But it doesn't matter. Look at this. And next week, what are we looking like? It's all good in the hood, isn't it? It's looking very, very good for the foreseeable future in Sandhurst. And I reckon Cambridgeshire as well. Probably going to be exactly the same. Yeah, look. 16s, 17s. Overcast, raining, pressure, 1013 again. Yeah, we're all good, aren't we? We're all very, very good, I think. I think if you're out this weekend, definitely there's a good chance that you're going to be into some fish, I think, this weekend. If you're not, if you're doing family stuff, you know, if you can get out one night this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be any one of them 3 nights. It's looking good. Looking really good. So if you're out, good luck, guys. Although I don't think you're going to need this weekend. You've got the moon dropping in on Friday or Saturday, I think it is. The new full moon. So all bets are off, are they? All their big ones are coming out the lakes. So let's move on. Steph says, evening Leon, evening Guy, evening Steph. Hope you're well, mate. Evening Matthew. Evening Ulrich. There's no one, Mark Harrington. Evening to you, mate. Hope you're well. Evening, Leon and the Carp family. Evening to you. Hi, Raymond. Who else have we got? Here's John. Hi, Leon and the gang. Hope you're all okay. No fishes tonight. Hopefully going next week. Yeah, I should be out next week. Michael said, evening, big man. When's your deeper video coming out? Oh, I've been using it, but I haven't even thought about it. I just want to get used to it a bit more because it's different to the original one that I had. I'm going to get used to it. I'm going to put it on the bait boat as well because I've got the extended rangefinder one as well. And there's a lot of questions that I've had is like, what does the green mean? What does the brown mean on the actual deep when it's coming up, showing you? So I want to do a little bit about that. I'm just getting used to it a bit more. I just want to be real confident in it before I can say, well, this is how to use it properly, guys. You know, so I just want to make sure I've got everything, all the T's crossed and all the I's dotted. So I'm not talking a lot of rubbish when I actually do a video. Let's drop the pen then. But yeah, in the next month or so, you'll be seeing the odd deeper video from me. So not to worry, Michael. John Firth, one of the guys who will be going on the Sandhurst social. Looking forward to seeing you, mate, in July. Only a couple of months away now. Kevin Smith, I all just back from 40 hours. Had 6 bream to £9 and 6 carp to £24. Don't know about the bream, but the carp, lovely. Had ribeye, steak and chips, mushrooms and onions with peppercorn sauce, all cooked on the cob for dinner. Kevin won last month. He won a cob from on the Catch More Carp giveaways. He won a cob and he's putting it to very good use. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Kevin. And that sounds like an absolute sort of dinner I would have on the cob, to be fair. Fair play, and well done your fish. Here's Mark. Evening all, mate. Evening to you. Hope you're good. Hi, Leon. Mate's made me some zigs never used before. What's best to do, Stuart? Well, I would fish them. Depends on the depth. I'd fish them probably mid-water or up in the water now. So if you can fish them at probably 2 or 3 foot below the surface when we got this warmer weather, I think you're probably, you know, to start off with, if you're a novice to zigs, go and have a look at the videos, Stuart, because I know you're a member. Go and have a look at the videos on the Catch More Carp website. We've got probably 4 or 5 different videos about zig fishing on there that will help you fix zig, adjustable zig, zig tips, zig hook bait, all that type of stuff. So go and have a look at that. That should educate you more, mate, and you should get something from that. Mark says, evening mate, going to Gigantic in August, lovely. How do I keep my bait fresh, as only fresh bait is allowed, not allowed shelf life? Now, a couple of things you can do. This is what I would do. Now, your bait's going to last probably 3 days. I would, depending on how much bait I'm going to take, there's a couple of things you can do. I think I did a video about this before. I would air dry probably half of them of the week before I go. So you don't want to air dry them till they're bloody marbles. Air dry them so they just shrink in a little bit. And then when I get there, I would add a mixture of lake water and a liquid, like liquid liver, or whatever bait you're using. They must do a dedicated bait booster. Like I know, like the bait I use, the CC More bait, like Pacific Tuna, they do a dedicated 500ml bottle of bait booster, dedicated for that particular bait. Although you can use all other different liquids. I would mix that 50-50 with the water, so it's real nice and thin. Put it on your boilies. The salt in these liquids as well, it will keep that all week long for you. And they'll be glugged up, sucking in all that juice and everything else. Another way you can do it is a mixture of rock salt and pellets. So in other words, get yourself a bucket or get yourself an air drying bag. No, not an air drying bag, it's got holes in it. Get yourself a bucket or a few buckets, depending on how much bait you're going to use, and put loads of pellet in there and put loads of salt in there as well, mixed in with your boilies. Put them in bags as well, and what will happen is that'll take some of the moisture out and it will sort of like preserve them as well. That's what I would do. That's one way. Another way you can sort of preserve your bait over the week is to take in cool boxes. So, you know, get a load of cool boxes if that's your thing. I've got a couple which I've done the bait in before. And put some actual ice cubes in the bottom. So, you know, you get bags of ice from Tesco's or Sainsbury's for your drinks in the summer. You put them in the freezer and you take some out, put them in a drink. A couple of bags of those in the bottom of your your cooler box. Put a couple of bags of those, or one bag, depending on how big your cooler box is. Put your baits on top, and then some ice blocks or cooler boxes, freezer blocks on top. Close it, sellotape it up, whatever, and just don't touch it. Put it out of the way in the sun when you get there, out of the way, and just don't even open it up until you're like 3 days in where you need bait. That's another way I would do it. So there's a couple of ways you could do it. You could do it there if you're using fresh boilie. Particles, they should last you the whole week. If you keep water above them, maize, hemp, party blend, if you keep water above them, they're going to get a bit thicker and a bit funky, but they'll be all the better, and you can use that all week. So, yeah, I wouldn't say you've got a problem. There's some options there for you guys. I hope that helps, Mark. Paul said, evening on evening, I hope you're all keeping well. Very well. Guys, don't forget, get your questions in tonight. We've got about another 10-15 minutes of the open access, so get your question. That was a brilliant question from Mark about taking fresh bait to Gigantica. Evening, Douglas. Good to see you, mate. And you, Paul. Evening to you, mate. Good to see you. Mark says, on Bluebird comments a moment on mallard and struggling. I think it's just before this build up to the moon. I know it's been very quiet on the lakes I've been fishing, but with this weather coming in, I think it's going to start. If you're there for another couple of days, mate, I think you'll see the change in the fish moving about, being a little more active. Phil said, "Even Leon, everybody. Hope you're well." Yep, I'm very good, mate. Paul Davidson, hello, you legend. No, I'm not a legend. I'm more of a legend than a legend, to be fair. Paul, hope you're all right, mate. Dave said, Judith asked me how to catch anything other than a cold, as she's got man flu and she didn't even go fishing, just our trip to Whitby. Bloody how do you catch these things, Julia? Rich says, long hairs, big baits, big hooks to get rid of the tension. Bream, yeah, that's another one. Douglas says, Lil, can't seem to find a video for adjustable zigs. It should be in the back to basics in there. I found it the other day. Someone else asked, but it should be in the back to basics. Just keep swiping right or swiping left or right, and you should come across it in the back to basics. Evening, Julia. Good to see you. Hope you're not suffering too much with the flu. Mark says, sounds like a massive picnic, Len. Yeah, it will be a massive picnic with all that, mate. How many times have you fished Bossard, Leon? Just the once? I'm there in a week or so. Any tips? I fished it once, probably, God, it's got to be 8-9 years ago. There was only one. I mean, I did catch one. Funny enough, Joe Morgan was on the same trip as me there. A friend of a friend. The sort of main, I don't know if it's the same now, but the main sort of snag swims is where the fish sort of really lived. They occasionally went up either end where you could pick one off, but there's one or two swims there which you need to be in. The two middle ones, or the one middle one where the snags are. Don't know if it's changed since then. It was okay. I didn't mega like it when I went there, hence why I haven't been back. But yeah, it's not a bad place. Some nice fish, I think. I'm not sure the fish are in there, which he says are in there. But yeah, you'll have a good time. Food was absolutely superb. Hospitality was there by the guy's wife who owns it. George, hi George, mate. Hello, peeps from sunny Greenwich Uni. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well, George. Jason, hi everyone. Sorry I'm late to the party. No problem, Jason. Good to see you. Paul said, good evening. Just made it. Been sorting gear out for tomorrow off the Farm Lake front. Oh, you'll like that, Paul. Farm Lake. Did you enjoy the video I did on Farm Lake? About 3 or 4 videos back, I did a video, an hour or so video on Farm Lake. The swim, the tactics, the fish we caught, or I caught, on the Catch More Carp. Another one of the videos that you can see on there. Evening, Terry. Good to see you, mate. Evening, Joe, on YouTube. Paul said, I watched the video and liked the tips explained, but one tip you explained in another video was to use a black felt to tone down the shine hook. Yes, definitely. Fish 3. But one thing that I do on my zigs after going out in a boat and looking down at my zig with a scope, and it was very evident that the hook was quite shiny. Even with the zig, the black zig on top, the hook was quite shiny. So I use one of these permanent, so I don't know if you see it, permanent markers there, look, permanent marker pen. Just to tone it down. I'll put that on. And ever since I've done that, definitely, whether it makes any difference or not, it does to my confidence. My zig catch rate has gone up. So, yes, some hooks definitely shine more than others, but it's just another thing to do which gives me confidence, another percentage point in my favour to catching one on a zig. Paul said he fished 3 rods on the zigs but only had a roach just under £1 Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, you can't catch them all the time on them, but at least you're giving them a go. Thanks, mate. Cheers, mate. Fished Sanders a few times, but was thinking about the matchman mindset and so on, or shall I just approach it as if I'm doing a 40-hour session down? Many thanks, Andy. I would probably do little and often. Little bags. If I want to fish a match on there, definitely bags to cast or singles to casting fish. Start catching them, get a bit of bait in there on the spots. You see them showing, they want a bit of bait. You know, give it to them. Try and maximise your time on there. Definitely, mate. Jason said, Leon, have you ever fished Tim Whiteman Lake? No, never heard of that one. Where is it, Jason? Jack Jones says, hi Leon, keep it going, love it. Great, thanks for the feedback. There he is, one of our subscribers, long-term subscribers, Nick Sumo Redding. Now then, all just landing back from gym down lovely Watford. Aha. At least that's, I mean, how many hours is that for you to get back to sunny Yorkshire and that? Up by Lancashire, where you come from, mate. It's quite a drive, isn't it? At least you're not all the way up in Scotland for a change. Here he is, Paul. Even if everyone missed a few weeks. Good to see you, though, Paul. But I hope you're all well and getting out on the bank. Yeah. To do the e-camp, yeah. Look at the ghost. No, I haven't, mate. Would like to fish Sanders, but seem a bit far to travel from Norfolk. Yeah, probably a bit far for you, to be fair, mate. There must be some other good places in Norfolk. Evening all to you. So get your last question. We've got about another 5-10 minutes before we swap over to the closed Facebook group, the subscribers channel, and do the draw. We've got this month's draw. We've got 3 Jag sharpening kits to give away. 3 lucky winners of the subscribers going to get one of these each. Great bit of kit these are. Got one myself. Sharpening pens and the kit. There's about 40-50 quid each, I think these are. So we're giving away 150 quid worth of kit this week. Yeah, so if you're not in it, you can't win it, can you? So we'll be giving away 3 of these. One of these to 3 different subscribers. Randomly, of course, over on the close Facebook page in a while. If you're holding on for that, we'll see you over there in a minute. Dave said, nice one on the Deeper Chirp 2 vid, please. Yeah, I'll be doing a Deeper Chirp 2 vid, definitely. Mark says, gigantic as freezer, so you can keep it frozen. Oh, I didn't know that, Michael. So, yeah, so in answer to your question, just take over and put it in the freezers. That'd be the thing to do, the guy who asked earlier on. Yeah, it's even simpler, isn't it? Simon says he's on holiday end of May. The Summers Ponds Lakes. It's a holiday finish, so well fished. I won't be fishing at night. Thinking of baiting up just before I bring the rods in. But would you bait first thing in the morning when putting the rods out? I would bait at night. That's what I would do. I would bait the night before. 2 kilo on the spots. Maize, hemp, whatever particles. And then as soon as I get down in the morning, single hook baits on the spots. That's what I would do. A few handfuls the night before. Depends how many fish are in there, how much bait you got to put out. It might only be half a handful. But yeah, some particles, some boilies on those 2 or 3 spots. Baits cast or put down onto, and then all systems we go. That's how I would do it, Simon. To be fair. Brian said liquid glycerine prolongs your bait. Yep, it does as well. Good to see you, Brian, mate. Hope you're well. Gigantic also sells the particle site. You're not allowed to take particle. Even better, then you can just buy it on site, can't you? I've never fished Gigantic. It's one of the places I'd really like to fish. Nick said, Leon, just want to say cheers, pal. The particle played a part in me catching the weekend. I'm also going to add soy sauce to the mix as well. Yeah, another very good salty addition. As Sriracha chili sauce to spice it up, definitely. That was the sauce which I showed you. Have I got it here? Yeah, there you go, look. There's a little special one to add to your boilies. This is a real salty, chili, hot little additive you can get. You can get this in Tesco's. 4 quid, 3 quid, something like that. Give that a little guy. Red hot. I can't taste it. It was like blowing my head off. But, yeah. Give that a little go. Mix that with some hemp oil or even a little bit of water and put it over, or put it in your mix, your spod mix, but put it over your boilies to soak in. There you go. So, yeah, mate. Made up for you that you tried the old particle thing with the prolonged particle that have been out for a while, and yeah, you caught, which is brilliant. Nice fish, mate, as well. Evening, Mark. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. What do you think about fishing when fish spawning? What do you think, Leon? Personally, fish are spawning. I don't fish for them. I let them get on. I mean, it's like you. If you're on the job with the missus, someone knocks on the door and starts, hoovering or cleaning your room. It's a bit like, hang on a minute, mate. Can't you see I'm doing my thing? So I leave them to it. Come back a couple of weeks' time when they're all done, rested up, chilled. The last thing they want is someone trying to catch them when they're spawning. I think it's bad angling if someone's fishing from when they're spawning. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it anyway. I don't know what your thoughts are, guys. Evening, Paul. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Paul had 4 at the weekend, so a happy angler. Well done, mate. Well done, Paul. Ken says, Leon, have you ever named a fish? No, never. That sort of thing really wouldn't interest me, to be fair, Ken. And he says, Leon, you fished much in Suffolk? No, I haven't. A couple of times, I believe. I fished, where did I fish? I can't remember the name of it now. But yeah. Dave, Leon, you keep freezing. Yeah, it might be the system. Might be. Yeah, I'm good. Long time no see. Long time no see, Brian. I hope you're well. Right, guys, we are going to go over now. We're going to say goodbye to some of the Facebook people, anglers. Some of you have come on here tonight. We're also going to say goodbye to YouTube listeners on the live. Really appreciate you coming on, guys. Really appreciate you coming on to the live. But we're going to go over now to the Catch More Carp website and the closed Facebook group. We're going to do the prize draw that we do every month for our subscribers. And we're going to continue our conversations and banter and ask questions with the community and everything else over on there. Guys, you can always become members if that's your sort of thing. We've got over 300 videos. I'll put the link down here so you can have a look. It might be your thing. It might not be your thing. You know, it's individual. It's up to you guys. But always welcome there. Monthly or annual subscription. $4.99 gets you over 300 videos. The live stream that you don't see. Loads of discounts from Carp Particle, CC Moore, the Keen Angler Tackle Shop, J Precision Hooks. Loads of different discounts there, which will pay for your subscription anyway. But yeah, have a good one, guys. We'll be back next Thursday on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere else. But for now, we're going to go over to the closed Catch More Carp Facebook group and do our draw. Thanks, guys, and we will see you next week.